but this was a corporate-led movement. In the mid-'80s, CPR issued what they had called the Corporate Pledge. It was a commitment by a company signed at the CEO and General Counsel level, where the CEO and General Counsel said, before litigation or once litigation starts, I commit that in appropriate circumstances I will use ADR. Very, very simple language. That ended up being a complete watershed moment. It expanded. Today there's almost 4,000 signatories to the corporate pledge and to the law firm pledge, and it expanded from a corporate pledge then to law firm pledge. If you go on our website, you can see the signatories to it. Recently, I met with a group of heads of litigation of a number of companies in the U.S., and a group that I was a part of. And I said to them, well, what do you think? I mean, this was last year, 2006. What do you think of the corporate pledge? Is it still alive? You know, this started and was a big wave in the 1980s. Is it still alive? How important is it? And I had a number of people who raised their hands and they said, you know, it was important to me because I could look up and I could see the other side had signed the corporate pledge. And I could get on the phone with them and I could say, I think it's time for us to look at mediation or look at some form of alternative dispute resolution, because I can see you signed the corporate pledge and you obviously have the same interest I do. And as of now, CPR is in the process of actually revitalizing the pledge. We have a number of people who are looking at what we can do in issuing a whole new one. And the reason this is important is, you know, who would have thought something as simple as a corporate pledge would have such a huge impact, but it does. And today in Europe, it is also significant. There are pledges in various different countries in Europe. There is a INTA, the trademark group, who has an INTA pledge. So there's many pledges occurring around the world. And the idea is when people make a commitment and they make it publicly, we are going to use this technique. It has power.